This old barrack in Gdansk was originally a torpedo warehouse. Located some 500 kilometers from Berlin, this is where the Iron Curtain began to crumble. Back then, this was still called the Lenin Shipyard. Today, it's still used for welding, hammering, shortening or lengthening ships. The smell of rust and iron hangs in the sea air. Here we find the European Solidarity Centre, the heart of liberal Poland. We meet the hero of the Solidarnosc movement, Lech Walesa. Still a nonconformist, even the shirt he is wearing seems to be an open challenge directed at Poland's current government. It reads Constitution, in quotation marks. Nobel Peace Prize winner and former Polish president, back then co-founder and leader of the Solidarnosc movement.
You see, I grew up without a father. I'm sure he would have looked after me. And then I probably would have become the director of this shipyard, and not just a worker. I was certainly cut out for it. Instead, I became an electrician, but one who challenged the director here head-on and became famous. Now you tell me, was that good or bad?
In the summer of 1980, Lech Walesa joined the striking workers. The norms were too high, the shops were too empty, the work was too dangerous. They were also fighting for their rights and for freedom, just like today. After 18 days, the communist government was brought to its knees in this room. Lech Walesa signed the agreement with a noticeably large pen. Solidarnosc, the first independent trade union in the Soviet bloc, was born.
Technically speaking, it was our Solidarnosc movement that eventually led to the fall of the wall. But political leaders at the time, and the whole world, could see that communism was coming to an end. The time was ripe for change.
In the spring of 2019, Solidarnosc celebrated its 13th annual Round Table, a further Polish democratic invention. The anniversary was marked by a container outside the centre. The Conservative government did not send any form of congratulation, a telling absence. The government is more concerned with supporting people like Albert Budlewski. He lives in eastern Poland, where birth rates are higher and church pews are fuller. His home village has just over 2,000 residents, virtually all of whom voted for the National Conservative Law and Justice, or Peace Party. The farmer says peace keeps its promises.
I voted for the Peace Party in 2015. I'll keep voting for them because I believe they'll do everything to keep the villages in Poland strong.
The party came to power in 2015 thanks largely to the 500+ programme, under which families receive 500 zloty per child per month, along with free school books and money for school starters. It's said to help people get up from their knees, as they say in Poland.
We can tell by our wallets. The money is benefiting our children. It's for additional tutoring and classes, and for vacation.
The money from the state, which receives generous subsidies from the European Union, makes life more comfortable for the farmers. And yet the Budlewski family wouldn't say they're grateful that communism ended and the Iron Curtain fell. They feel the former hero Lech Walesa betrayed them and made a deal with the communists.
When Lech Walesa was president, he invited foreign investors into Poland. Back then, that might have been a good idea, but they let too many in. Too many Polish people were sold out. Thank goodness the peace put an end to that.
Today, the Polish capital Warsaw is like a portfolio exhibition. It's a city of global conglomerates. Their sleek, cosmopolitan skyscrapers would fit anywhere in the world. The city has changed beyond recognition since the fall of communism. German car manufacturers, Chinese banks, American consultants. A reporter asks, has Poland sold itself out?
This is a different world, a new world. Anyone with enough motivation, power, and finances can take whatever they want. Things aren't good the way they are. We lack rules. But I'm sure it'll sort itself out in 100 years.
But Lewski's home village is hosting an agricultural trade show. They are all proud of their new prosperity. They can keep up with the rest of Europe, at least when it comes to agriculture. Even if they are peace voters, now living in a unified Europe is a given. 30 years ago, that wasn't the case. The founding of that first trade union in the port city of Gdansk all those years ago set off a historical chain reaction between the East and West that led to the end of the Iron Curtain.